Let's see, you're live. Top chat. All right. Is that everything I needed to do? Yep. Everything's good to go. Eight o'clock. No, got a minute. Oh, somebody's here. That's probably YouTube checking me. Yep, that's who it was. Somebody's out there. Looks like. All right, a couple people showing up. I'm surprised. Can you hear me anything? All right, 5 people. All right, we got a thumbs up. Everybody can hear. You ought to be able to put something in the chat too. First time I probably screwed everything up. Yep, there you go. All right. See, we'll just jump right on in this here, I guess. First off, I need to apologize to everybody because I hadn't done this before, and all I'm doing is looking at this camera right here. So I'm basically talking to myself. I just assume everybody's across the street over here looking at this. I didn't think about the time zones, so I never put Eastern in there, which is where I'm at. So Philadelphia, California. All right. Who his Greek capped is? No, I ain't got no idea who this is. But let's see here. Where I'm at. Let's see. We'll go to how I'm standing, how the corner come about. I think y'all deserve to hear that. And then we'll open it up to Q&A. That's what I got plans on. It just saves me from having to do 5 or 6 little 5 or 8 minute videos is what it does. California. Out of way, Arto. Go ahead and retire. I hate inspiring somebody. Ohio, whereabouts? I got people in Monroe County, right there on the High River. Birmingham. Wow. I had no idea. Let me see here. Well, let's go to the corner background first. This is actually my second channel. Some of y'all have found the other one. I appreciate it, but it's not very good. That was originally Steve's retirement corner. Lake Erie, okay, buddy. I've been up there. We went up to Niagara Falls. We went up and cut across is what we did. But it turned into being a regular catch-all channel is what it did. I mean, it turned away from being a retirement channel and ended up being a catch-all channel. I talk about everything from the joys I used to get as catching lightning bugs and watching crop dusters as a kid to my troubles with getting a haircut. And that's 100% true story if you ever decide to go over and listen to that one. It sounds like I made it up and it's full lie, but it's 100% true. You know, from Uncle Joe and Comet the Giggler Harris to the Fauci fever, whatever I feel like, really, is what it turned into. And I had started it so I could, at 55, so I'd have 5 years to get used to doing it. So I'd have a hobby in retirement. So, but plans change. So I decided to start another one just strictly for my last year going in and carrying it on afterwards. Mount Washington, Kentucky. Oh, thanks, Ron. I appreciate it. I plan on loving it. Give it a shot. So, yeah, to tell you how creative I am, that first channel was Steve's Corner. This one here, I just added retirement, Steve's Retirement Corner. Tell you how bad that other one is my son, he didn't even subscribe to this past June. So, but anyways, Ontario, Canada, my goodness. Getting cold up there? It was cool down here today. What was it about? I think it was like 48 or something when I got up this morning. Let me see. So I got my cheat sheet over here. It gives me an outline. Most of these I just go ahead and wing it and then I cut it on and hit print or send or whatever. See, we got, so we did the apology and we did the corner background. So 40 when I got up this morning. All right. I ain't too far off from you. It's cool up here, buddy. I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't. This morning was enough for me. It gets to 50 and I freeze to death. I can't stand it. Let me see here. Let's go on to where I'm standing at. Let me grab this so I can't see it all the way over there. These glasses are last year's model. Let's see here. Okay, finance. We'll do the big one first. Finance. My 401k from this time last year, not counting today, is down right at 50 grand from last year. And it was about this time last year when I did my all my 3 advisory talks. And I ain't changed none of my money in the program I use. I just left last year's numbers in there. So, I mean, it's not that good, but it could be a lot worse if I didn't have that cash stuck off to the side. So, I mean, that saved me a lot. Whew, man, 103. Let's see, my brokerage account, my IRA, and my brokerage account together is down. It's only down probably another 10. I got 4 and 3 down here, so 7. That's not counting today. None of that's counting today. So I'm not that bad off going in from what I was started thinking about, planning about. Yeah, it is nice to have a cash bucket. See here. So, and that 401 we got is terrible. I think there's 27 funds in it. Probably 20 of them are target date funds. So you ain't got much you can really pick from. So but I'm in the I'm in a low vitality fund, the company stock index 500 fund, and the Vanguard Windsor fund. I got mine split in them 4 there. So I don't know. But other than that, you only got them target date funds. You got 2 other bond funds, and the rest of them are international funds. And I don't do anything overseas, so I just don't know enough about the stuff. So I prefer to have it in home. That's what I do. So I mean, other than that, and as far as my cash goes in the bank, I'm holding pretty steady right now from what I had last year when I started planning. So I'm down 60%, not 60%, about 60 grand, I guess, total overall. So I'm happy with it. I hate to see it dropping, especially since I ain't taking out. But it goes up and down. So what are you going to do? You got to be able to ride with it, and we'll see. So my finances in pretty good state. I'm happy with it. So. No, I don't think so, Patrick. I think you can draw it out. Well, I mean, you get a 10% penalty if you draw it out before 59 and a half on top of your taxes. So, and I think you have to be unemployed before you do that. I don't think you can't withdraw it out of there while you're still employed. So, you're the same as me, R Toad. Social Security and small pension, and the rest will come from 401. Same thing. Richard is down 20 in a 401. Well, he's doing a pretty good job then. I'm doubled him. Iced tea. Got to have iced tea in order to do proper planning. Have to have iced tea. So let's go to the health insurance. This is a good one because there's some stuff come out on that I wasn't aware of until I inquired about it at the plant. It does end at 65. I have to go on Medicare at 65. But it covers my glasses, and I get to carry my life insurance with me when I go. So that was a plus I wasn't expecting. So so that was something I hadn't planned on. And ours is expensive, but they claim we just signed a contract in August, so they claim they're shifting this from Anthem of Virginia to Anthem of Kentucky, because that's where the company is based out of. And they claim the fact of doing that, it's going to drop at about $40 a month, so it'll be $660 instead of $700 a month. But to be honest with you, I mean that's expensive. It's going to take almost all my retirement. But you don't pay anything if you have to go to the hospital. I mean, you're paying that $8,000 a year, but one hospital visit is more than that, especially if you have to stay overnight. And it's transferable across the whole country. If I'm in California or New Mexico or somewhere, fall down, break a leg, and have to go to the emergency room, that insurance is covered. So, I'm going to stay with that. That's my best option I have between that and Obamacare. I didn't really want to go on that, but that's my fallback. And if the price of this keeps going up and up and up, it might get cost effective for me to go on Obamacare. But right now it isn't. So I ain't fooling with it. Oh, and the fact that I'll be 59 and a half before our contract is up locks me into paying 26% of the total bill. See, if I would have been 58 at the end of the contract, then if they raised the employee limit to 30% of the total bill, then my payment would go up on that. But right now, when I leave in January, I'll pay 26% of whatever the bill is until I go on Medicare. So that saves me too. So it's just something, it's an extra perk I didn't expect until they went through the contract negotiations. Start withdrawing in 2 months. Outdrawn. How far down? Okay. Thanks a lot, Art Toad. I do what I can. Hey, this is the first time I've done one. I have no idea. So I'm trying to read some of the comments as I go. Ron M's down 90 grand. Is that what did you mean by that 90 grand? Man, I'd have to work another year if I went down that far, believe, buddy. I'd have to go another 6 months. Man, that's a lot. It'll come back. You got to have a positive outlook on things. I hate I'm down what little bit I'm down. But I mean, what other chance have I got to make $1? I could do real estate, but I ain't no good at that kind of stuff, man. I just ain't. Not enough. I can do it to live in, but there's no way I could do it and then sell that thing or have somebody else living in it. I wouldn't feel right. I can jackleg it, but I couldn't do that. And I'm not athletic. I'm 50, 56, almost 57. My knees ache just watching them play basketball. I just couldn't do it. And my lungs, they're shot. I can't swing an axe for as long as I used to be able to. How's that? Or dig a ditch, or dig up a stump. I have to sit down quite a bit. Just tired, man. Not like I used to. I found that out working for that lady across town. And it's not as easy as it was. Taxes. Oh, yeah, my taxes. I'm in 11% effective tax rate just about all the time. Chicken McFry, whoever that is. You sound like me. I'm all broken up over my Army years. Wow. How many years you put in, boss? I was too scared to go in. I don't lie to you. Having that guy standing 6 inches from me, hollering at me and calling me names, I couldn't do it. Oh, he's beat up also. Wow. 22 years? Wow, man. That's amazing. I had a couple of uncles retired. Dad served 3 years. All his brothers went in, except for his baby brother. He had bad knees. He couldn't go in. All Dad's brothers went overseas. Dad was the only one that wanted to go. He's the only one that didn't get to go. All the rest of them didn't want to go. He went. 5 knee surgeries. Man, you poor fella. Golly. 5 knee surgeries. Man, I hope I don't have to get any. Man, that's terrible. Eventually, I might. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they just ache. They just hurt. But everything I got hurts. It's a natural part of getting old, isn't it? Ain't no way counseling that fella, is there? Who's this Chicken McFry dude? Read the average recession is 11 months. I'm going to take just a month's withdrawal at a time to slow my withdrawal. Yeah. Wouldn't change a thing. Loved every minute of it. Well, good. A lot of people to get out the service are like that. I don't know why. I just don't think I don't have the mental capacity to take that kind of. I don't. The only time I ever actually thought about it was the first time I went into Iraq. I told the wife, and we just had a baby. I was thinking about signing up, and she got all ticked off. But I was young then, Yeah, it works. Let me see. Yeah, taxes. I'm an 11% effective tax rate. Now that's state and federal together. So it's I don't pay nothing, but I don't make a whole lot. The lady that done my taxes, I wanted her to check on it, and we're figuring on 60 grand a year making, right? And figuring on 7% federal and 5% state is what we're figuring. So I mean that comes up to 11%. Actually, I think I went to my preparer and 2 others just to double check. Mm-hmm. Texas. Oh man. Okay, I think I remember you saying that before. Wonder what we can do here. I wonder if you can do anything like this here. Let's see what we got here. How about this? We'll try that and see what happens. Let's see what we got here, fellas. Will that go anywhere? See if that won't knock a. Nope, didn't do a thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I tried, Doc. Let's hit him one more time, see what he does. Yeah. Let's try this. Nope, that didn't do a thing. Yeah, try that. Washington doesn't have a state income tax. Lots of people from Oregon move there. Right. Yeah, I did something right, didn't I, Ron? Even a blind hog finds an acorn once in a while, you know? Good. Hey, you know, it's a learning curve. I ain't got no idea. I hit the go button and that's about it. You know what I mean? That's why I said it's going to be a lot of fun for me. whether it blows up my face or not, you know, hey, whatever. So, yeah, I always like to get an extra opinion on all that stuff. Where are you at, Steve? Central Virginia, halfway between Richmond and Petersburg. I appreciate that, Ron. Thumbs up, buddy. So I see if I had a moderator or something, they could probably block all that for me, but I didn't really want to set none up. Didn't know if anybody'd show up to begin with, so I didn't worry with it. And I figured it'd go pretty easy here. So, I mean, ain't like I got 50 billion subscribers or anything. Be honest with you, I was real surprised I got what I got. To be honest with you, I hadn't planned on having about 20 or 30. That's about all that last channel's got, that first channel. And I know most of them, friends of the family. So, so that's all for the taxes. I'm basing my income at 60 grand, and I'm figuring I'm on 7% federal and 5% state tax. And I did double check it, just like I went to 3 different advisors to check my numbers. It just makes me feel better to get an extra set of eyes looking at things. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess it does, Patrick. Honestly, I never thought about it. All this stuff was just for me to look back on. About 62 or so when I hit first Social Security age, and just see if anything I did was right or wrong, or if any of my predictions come out, or what I was thinking. That's sort of like a video diary is what it was for. I never expected anybody to watch anything, to be honest with you. So, no advisors here. Nope, definitely ain't got one with me. What do we produce, James Carr? We produce chemical. It goes in everything. It looks like hot chocolate. If you ever see that hot chocolate in a bag, that's what it looks like, except for it's white. It goes in oil wells to make the bit slick. It goes in your medicine. It goes it does a time release for medicine. It goes in toothpaste. It goes in. There's a film that they covered big screen TVs in. It goes in that film. It thickens paint. It goes in everything. So we're regulated by everybody in the world. EPA, Drug Administration, Rabbi comes in there and koshers it. It goes on. Just everybody. So, thanks, Ron. You and the wife watch. And when I sucker people, I can sucker. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad both of you watch. Mine don't even want to hear me. She's down the hall in the bedroom. She thinks I'm nuts. Her and the kids both, when I started up one of these channels. They think her biggest fear is I get a video that goes viral. She says, what am I going to do with him if that happens? Titanium dioxide. No, carboxymethylcellulose, ethyl cellulose, HEC, and I don't know what the other one is. We always call it Klucel. Carboxymethylcellulose, we say CMC. Natrosol, EC, and Klucel. It also makes pages in magazines glossy. How they use this stuff, I don't know. We just make it, cook it in a big vat, 2-story pressure cooker, and put a bunch of caustic in there and ethyl chloride and stuff, and run it. And it originally starts out as paper, sort of like cardboard, like a poster board you get for your kids. That's the way it starts. Then we just grind it all up. They got a recipe to go by. Consider annuity. Yes, even had a fella come to the house talk about it one time. Dad was looking to get one years ago, and he couldn't hear good, so I got him come over to the house, and I talked to him about it. I still got the paperwork for it back on. I look at it from time to time, but I don't really like to lock my money up like that, you know. And if I need to get 100,000, at least I can go down to my broker and say, "Hey, give me 100 grand," and I can pay the taxes or whatever I have to do. With that, you can't. Once you get rid of that money, you can't get access to it. So, I ran time for years. I don't know what that means, boss. Sorry about that. I don't know if it's a better deal than getting a newer or not. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delay my Social Security to 67. I don't want to go to 70. People in our family, as a general rule, don't live till 80. It's, Dad's mom, she died at 56, same age I am. His dad died at 65. Mom's family, they make it about 10 years after Social Security. I mean, that's the genes I got in me. So I'm looking at 82. But there's a program on here where you can put your dates and stuff in. Let me find that real quick. It's sort of like a calculator. I think it's that fire calc thing. Let me see what it says.